Hello there. This is Keep This in Mind, brought to you by Spechthealth.com, and I am David A. Specht. Today, I want to talk about how hot it is. You've heard the phrase, is it hot enough for you? Is it down in the South? It's not the heat, it's the humidity. For those of you, my friends in Louisiana, I know you've been dealing with this pretty much all week, whether it's the storms and then the heat coming on you. There's been the stories about Texas and all the things, right? And here in Middle Tennessee, we have been under an excessive heat advisory warning, something that is supposed to kick off tomorrow. And they've been talking about it all week. For once, the weather folks are absolutely certain about what's coming. And they have been preparing us and warning us and telling us about what's coming all week long. So when tomorrow gets here and it's 100 and something degrees, feels like temperature out there, it's not like we didn't know it was coming. Yet there will be people that will say, I can't believe it's so hot, or my house isn't cooled off enough, or I don't have a plan, or I don't have enough water, or they get dehydrated. And the question I have to ask you is, how did you not know this was coming? Why did you not prepare knowing that this is coming? You see, I see that a lot in other areas of life. We know that something is around the corner or over the hill, and we just kind of go through life, go through our day, go through things, and then wonder why when the thing comes or doesn't happen, which the case may be, that we act surprised. The newspaper industry was a prime example of this. Back in the 90s, I remember back in the dial-up days, boys and girls, I remember launching the first newspaper website for our company. And I remember other publishers looking at me like, oh, come on, guys. This internet thing's a fad. Nobody's going to be reading the newspaper like that. What are you doing? And we all know how that turned out. But yet we saw it coming. We saw that the information age was already coming upon us long before the internet, the website, the Facebook, all the things, right? We are at the point in this world today so much further removed from the mid-90s. So what's coming next? I'm sure you know some things. I made a joke with somebody the other day that said, if AI can make Elvis Presley sing Baby Got Back, just imagine what else it can do. So it's coming. What are you going to do about it? And even from not such a grand scale, can I tell you that you've got a deadline coming? I don't know what it is. It may be an event that you're wanting to be at and you want to be at a certain weight. It may be a certain income level that you want to be at a certain age. It may be, fill in the blank. So you know that there is a deadline coming. What are you going to do to make sure you're prepared when it gets here? Well, I will tell you what I would do if I were in your shoes. And I'm not, but if I were, number one, I would make sure that I got a coach, a mentor, some sort of accountability, somebody that says, David, you know this is coming. You know you want to be here when it gets here. You want to be prepared when it gets here. What 3 things are you going to do today, this week, this month to make sure you're one step closer to where you want to be? Number 2, I would get myself surrounded in a circle of people who are all pulling in the same direction. People who want to be prepared, not people who are just floating through life. People with goals, people with dreams. And number 3, I would have a plan. And that plan would involve daily activities, things to build towards what you're wanting to do, because the day is coming. And when that day gets here, whether it's 105 degrees outside or whether it's 65 or 35, you want to be prepared. You want to be ready, and you want to be capable. So the question I'm asking you today is, what can I do to help you get to where you want to go? Easiest thing for you to do, obviously, is to reach out to me at Specht Health Coaching. Remember, health is more than just what's in your body. It's what's in your mind, what's in your spirit, how your relationships are. And we can give you a structure, and we can help hold you accountable to what it is you want to do. Because that's what it's all about, is getting you to where you want to go. Look, my goals for you may not be the same as your goals for you, and that's perfectly fine. But at least have some goals, and then find somebody that's going to help you get there. Remember, we're all in this together, but also know that there are deadlines coming. Let's all be prepared when the time comes. I think it was Coach Michael Burt who often says to us when in our mentorship groups, he said, winter's going to ask what you did all spring and summer. When winter gets here, be ready for it. God bless.